Hey everyone, and welcome to the Gym Explainer, powered by MaxMembers.ai. It's great to have you with us. Whether you're a gym owner, an operator, a manager, a salesperson, maybe you're a gym entrepreneur or personal trainer. Today we are going to walk you through the Gym Turnaround White Paper by jthomas. Our goal here is simple, to give you actionable insights that you can put to work like today.
And hey, right up front, for those of you looking to open a new gym, acquire one, or you just need some working capital, we can help you with funding options up to $500,000. It's unsecured, and there are no restrictions on how you use it. Just check us out at fmconsulting.net to learn more. Okay, let's dive into the plan. You know, the first thing we really need to get our heads around is that gyms don't just collapse overnight. It's almost never this big, sudden event. It's more like a slow leak. It's the little financial losses you don't see, it's members quietly quitting, it's pricing that just isn't working. It's really a death by 1,000 paper cuts, until one day, there's just no cash left. Sound a little too familiar? And that leads us to the single most important question you need to be asking yourself right now. Where is your gym bleeding from? Seriously, because you can't possibly fix a problem if you don't even know where it is. And that takes us straight to step one, which is absolutely the most critical.
Look, before you even think about launching a flashy new marketing campaign or buying that shiny piece of equipment or, slashing your prices in a panic, you have to stop. You have to diagnose the problem first. Step one is the 72-hour audit. It's all about finding the exact source of the bleeding before you try to slap a Band-Aid on it. So this audit, it's all about digging into these 4 key areas. And we're not talking about just glancing at a report. We are going deep. We're going to look at your membership trends, the real financial health of your business, how your staff is actually performing every single day, and what it really truly feels like to be a member in your club.
And listen, this means it's time for some real talk. You've got to ask yourself the tough questions. Like, are you bringing in more new members than you're losing every month? That's the most basic metric of health right there. Do you know, down to the dollar, what your monthly break-even number is? So many owners don't. And what about your 2 biggest killers, payroll and rent? Are they in a healthy range?
All right, now let's talk about your people and your processes. You got to be brutally honest here. On your team, who's a rock star and who's just draining resources? And are you just renting access to equipment, or are you actually selling coaching and delivering results? Because that difference, that is everything. A proper onboarding and a simple 30-day phone call can literally be the thing that saves a member from canceling.
It really all boils down to this. Hope is not a business plan. Guessing isn't going to cut it. You must know the exact numbers if you want to fix the exact problems. This is the bedrock of any successful comeback, period.
All right, so you've found the wound. Now it's time for some emergency first aid. Steps 2 and 3 are a 1-2 punch focused on 2 things. First, getting immediate cash in the door, and second, building a dam to stop your members and their money from flowing right back out.
Let me be crystal clear about this. When you're in trouble, you don't need a new logo. You don't need a renovation. You need cash. I mean, right now. Every ounce of your energy has to be focused on generating revenue immediately.
So how do you do that? Well, here are 5 absolute game changers to get that cash flowing fast.
You could launch a 90-day paid-in-full offer that sells a transformation, not just a membership. That's a huge cash injection. Or, how about this? Stop giving away free orientations and start charging for a premium assessment that provides real value. And maybe the easiest one of all, just pick up the phone and call your old members. They're your hottest leads for quick business.
But here's the thing. Getting a bunch of new sales is just a treadmill to nowhere if you can't keep the members you've got. This is a massive shift in thinking for a lot of gym owners. The real disease killing most gyms isn't a sales problem, it's a retention problem.
So what's the fix? Well, it's not complicated. It's a simple 3-part system. 1. Every single new member gets a mandatory onboarding to actually get them started right. 2. They get a scheduled success call at least every 30 days just to check in. And 3. You find simple ways to recognize their progress. It's about building a human connection, not just processing a credit card.
And the rule here, it's so simple, but it's everything. When your members feel seen, when they feel like a person, not a number, they stay. That's it. That's the secret sauce. Okay, deep breath. You've got cash coming in. You've stopped the bleeding. Now it's time to build for the future. Step 4 is about creating a sales process that actually works every time. And step 5 is about getting your spending under control, the smart way.
You know, in so many gyms that are struggling, sales are just accidental. They just kind of happen. We're going to change that. We're making them intentional with this simple 5-step process. And notice step 3. The tour is about their needs, not your cool machines. You're selling the solution to their problem. And then you actually have to ask for the sale. Now, when we talk about cutting costs, this is where so many gyms go wrong. They start cutting the things that actually make them money. You never, ever cut things that improve the member experience or train your sales team. But untracked ads, payroll for people who aren't producing, yeah, you cut that. You cut the waste, not the value.
All right, we're in the home stretch now, the final phase. Steps 6 and 7 are where the real transformation happens. This is where you completely reset the culture of your gym, and then you yell from the mountaintops that you are back and you are better than ever before.
Let's talk culture. And I'm not talking about some cheesy poster on the wall. Culture is what you do. It's the standards you actually enforce day in and day out. These statements right here, this is a commitment to action. This is how you operate now. This is the new standard. No exceptions.
And once you've got your house in order, you make it a party. You make your comeback a public event. Launch a massive transformation challenge. Throw a huge open house for the community. Create some buzz. You have to show everyone that things have changed for the better.
And at the end of the day, a comeback like this, it's not about luck. It's not about being in the right neighborhood. It all comes down to leadership. It comes down to you, the leader, making a single, powerful decision to change course and to follow a proven plan. And that choice, it all comes down to this fundamental shift in your mindset. You're moving away from just hoping for the best, and you're moving to a real strategy. You're going from random effort to reliable systems. You are evolving from being just a fitness operator into a true fitness business owner. Look, this is a proven plan. It absolutely works, but it does take real commitment. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed and think you need some hands-on help to make this happen, to engineer your own turnaround, please don't hesitate. Reach out to Jim Thomas directly. His number is 214-629-7223, or you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
And that's a wrap for this explainer. I really want to thank you for tuning in. And a huge thank you to our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. If you're looking for the absolute best software to manage and grow your gym, you've got to check them out at gymbusinessmanager.com. We'll see you next time.